Number 4 of the day, caught on a solid bag. Going to show you how to tie them now. Yeah, good bit of sport, and we're only at lunchtime, so hopefully a few more. Got here early doors, so get photos of her and get her back, and hopefully get another one. Right, so you just see that common we've had. That was from an epic day where we did plan to actually film this video all in a day, but that got thrown out the window. The fishing was just too good. We're going to go over now and show you how we do our solid bags. Everyone does things slightly different. That's a good thing about fishing. This is a really simple tactic. If you're already confident and got a tactic like that, skip this part of the video. You can jump to the end and see the results we've been having on it. I think we've had 2 day sessions now for 20 plus fish down at Farlows Lake 2, and also over the course of the winter we had some nice fish that we show you at the end of the video. But for now, we'll go over and show you the bits and bobs we've been doing, have a look at them, maybe tweak them, change them slightly to your own preferences, and hopefully get some results on them. On your screen now is the 2 main types of things we use for our PVA bags: an unleaded leader, which we've spliced, and an avid stem. If a venue has a leader ban, we use the stem, like Farlows, so we've been using the stems. Really simple. Thread your rig through the bottom loop over the top of the stem, pull it down nice and neatly, and pull it over and just tidy it up. Really simple. Like any fishing really, make sure that lead, once it's on, can come off nice and easy. If a fish becomes tethered or you snap up, the fish can get rid of the lead really easily. That's really important. The next stage is to select the hook bait you want. I personally like to go with wafters or pop-ups, and the reason for that is to have something like that in a PVA bag. When the fish comes down, homes in on it, that should hopefully be one of the first items to pop up. As soon as it sucks, that's something that's going to pop up and hopefully reach the back of its mouth before anything else. That's the theory behind it anyway. Also, you can use plastics. The advantage to that is they won't go hard in the bag. If you're making loads and loads of bags and you're going to keep them over a long period of time, or you're not going to use them for a couple of weeks, then I'd recommend using plastic hook baits. In terms of filling the bag, I like to use loads of different pellets with different breakdown times and oil contents, just to get as much traction into that bag as possible. The next stage is going to be making the bag itself. I place everything inside the bag, keeping the lead and the stem at the top and the hook at the bottom. I like to separate the bait from the hook, so when I place in my bait, it keeps nice separation between that. At this stage, I put some pellet in, just about 1/4 of the way up, just to get the separation and cover the hook and the bait. You can struggle to get it tight at this stage, so if you wanted to use ground bait or stick mix at the start of the bag, that would make it a little bit easier to get it tight. Once that's done, I'll continue to fill up the bag slowly, using the lead now and again to compress it down, and also keeping an eye on the hook link, that it's nice and straight and not getting tangled and not trying to move it. Slowly continue to top up the bag and work it down, trying to keep it tight at all times. Keep playing with it, get it as tight as you can. The tighter you get it, the easier it's going to be to cast, the better it's going to be to cast. So I continue to do that. Once it's tight, I twist the top, and then once I'm happy with it, I'll tie it off with some PVA tape and a couple of overhand knots. Once that's done and the bag's ready, I'll go down to the corners, work the corners out a bit to make it even more aerodynamic and tighter, lick them in, tuck them in, and then there you have it. Then trim off the excess PVA, so it helps it dissolves, not such a mess in the water. Sometimes you can get PVA stick when it's too much in one place and it won't actually dissolve. Once that's done, I'll tie up loads for the sessions. I'm not continually making them. If I'm having fish, then I can get the rod back out very quickly. And I'll also always inject them with an extra boost of flavour about 5 minutes before casting out. The more attractions I can get out there to get the carp to home in, the better. That's the way I see it. Another little tip before casting out is to pierce the bag a few times with a baiting needle. This will help it sink a bit quicker and dissolve quicker, and also release some of the air that's trapped in the bag. And if fishing a slightly deeper venue, I'll double bag the PVA just to make it dissolve slightly slower, so it gives the bag time to reach the bottom. That's how we tie our solid bags. A really good method, and pretty much guarantees that you're fishing effectively over most contours. Anyway, we're going to show you now some of the results we've had on it from Farlows Lake 2. And if you've never tried it before, definitely worth giving it a go. So yeah, I've just seen it. It's another one at the new stocky, so not massive, but I bet it's going to have some shoulders on it. Fish number 6. It's 1 o'clock, so yeah, it's going well at the moment. We did have a little quiet spell for about an hour, but hopefully they're back on it again now. So I like to make sure that the bait... I'm in. There we go, number 9, which interrupted my PVA bag talk. Another scaly farlows mirror. Actually lost one as well. After I netted this, the rod screamed, the other rod screamed. So, yeah, lost fish, but I guess it happens. Right, so number 10, what a way to finish the day. Rod's on the floor and away she went. Six fish of the session between me and Dan. Yeah, it's going off so far. Normally don't really have runs at this sort of time of the day, but yeah, just had this little beauty. Still got half the day left. We go fish number 7. I think we're coming up to 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's gone a bit steady now rather than carnage, but hopefully this afternoon we'll nick a few more. Number 9 of the day, just hopefully they've showed up again so we can get to double figures. Second fish of the session. This is one of the new ones, stockies, what have gone in, so I'm well chuffed with this one. Look at the shoulders on it. It's only a little one, but well chuffed. Another farlows Lake 2 mirror. Got a couple hours before work. I just landed this 21-pound common. There you have it, first time out in a little while, about 3 months that I haven't fished for, and the first one of the new year. A stunning farlows Lake 2 21-pound mirror. Have a look at that, absolutely beautiful.